Ciera M writes, "Hi AMC Crew. My question is regarding directors. I know that a lot of actors are starting to direct their own movies, like Ben Affleck, but I was wondering, has there ever been a director that began acting in their own movies? Or has there been a director that stopped directing to become a full-time actor? Thanks."
I can't think of a full-time director deciding to stop and become an actor. I've seen directors cameo in their own movies, like a Tarantino.
Yeah, well, sorry, I was going to say let's not forget Shyamalan starting to put himself in everything.
Oh, well, that's...
And it was like progressing. He was like, hey, that's me. And then it's like, oh, hey, I have a big role. Now I'm the whole part of the movie. It's like, no, stop it. We're starting to dislike you because of that, and now your movies stink.
Well, his worst cameo was in The Lady in the Water.
Yeah, but he had a crucial role in Signs. Like he was
did he?
Yeah, he was like the reason behind the whole.
He's always the reason.
I haven't seen that movie in a while, but in Lady in the Water, he plays the writer who inspires the mind that changes the world.
Yeah. Like all that stuff. It's like, stop that.
I'm sure if he would want to become a full-time actor, but I haven't seen anyone successfully actually make that transition. On the other hand, many actors have made the successful transition from actor to director, and I think it's more natural for them. They're on set all the time. They see what the director's doing. They get an understanding of what a director does, because I think some people don't exactly know that what a director does and what their main purpose is. And I think by being on set, actors get that. I don't think directors can get the same thing by just watching someone act.
Right.
You can't just be on set and be like, oh, that person's acting, I'm learning all this stuff.
Right.
But the reverse is true. What do you think, Roth?
I think that you're right. That first of all, a lot of times when actors sort of either produce, write, or direct their own work, it's because they're not getting the kind of work that they want. And so initially with Ben Affleck and Matt Damon, they did Good Will Hunting. They wrote it, they co-wrote it. They did not direct, but they weren't getting the kind of roles that they wanted. They weren't doing the kinds of films that they wanted, so they made it happen. You saw that with Sling Blade with Billy Bob Thornton, but then he went on and he had been acting before, and he does a lot of other things. And there's somebody like Woody Allen who has put himself in a lot of his films, and he's actually good. He has a thing that he does, and he does it well. A lot of times when directors put themselves in films, we wish that they did not, or they kept it like an Alfred Hitchcock, kind of like, I'm over here, you know? But I think what you see a lot more of, to your point, is eventually actors switching to directing primarily, or full stop. Penny Marshall did that. We see, I don't think Ben Affleck will still continue to be in his films, but there's a lot of cases of Clint Eastwood doesn't really put himself in his movies anymore. He did initially. There's a lot of Ron Howard. You know, so a lot of times the actors will transition and become primarily directors.
Oh, that's cute. Mel Gibson as well too.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and but the thing is, as far as it's a power thing too. It's power. It's creative. Like there's a lot of creativity that goes into being an actor, depending on where your status. Like if you're starting out, it's probably a lot less. But with directors, you're the chief. You get to dictate where you want your movie to go, and sure, you got to answer to people on the chain, but you're the guy directing the actors, making things happen. So I think that's enticing for anybody in this field, you know.
Sure.
So yeah, and especially if you have the eye for it and the talent for it, then it's more likely you're going to want to become a director and put yourself in your own movies than say, nah, I don't want to make this storytelling anymore. I'm just going to be in front of the camera.
Well, because for the actors, I mean, they are and I don't mean this they just don't have the power, you know, in terms of, they do eventually have a lot of, if they're famous enough, get a lot of creative control, but the director is ultimately, again, in charge of what the final product looks like, how much they're in it, how much they're not, what the tone is, things like that. And like Another Earth, again, Britt Marling, she's done she's done the same thing, where she sort of creates her own films because she doesn't like what's out there. But generally speaking, I do not think that you go into your vocation like, I am a director, and then go, no, I'm an actor, and it really works out. Because, yeah, for whatever reason, I mean, Quentin is great as a director, but
he's fantastic writer, fantastic director. He's not the best at it.
I think he knows it. I think he knows that he's not a good actor. Where, like, again, not to just keep bringing up Shyamalan. Shyamalan thought he was the goods. You're not the guy.
He thought he was going to get an Oscar
Yeah,
nomination.
he's like, watch this. Oh, they call me the next Spielberg. They're gonna call me the next Brando. No, they're not.
I love that he was Quagmire all of a sudden.
He is. Hey, whoa, 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 whoa.
Hey everyone, if you liked this video, click that thumbs up button and make sure to subscribe to our AMC Movie News YouTube channel. It's free and helps you stay up to date with all the latest movie news, as well as our daily AMC movie talk show. Also, make sure that you follow us on Facebook and Twitter to stay up to date with all of our special promotions, contests, and prize giveaways.